Tiemoue Bakayoko to Chelsea and Nemanja Matic to Manchester United makes sense for Antonio Conte and Jose Mourinho, and here's why. Tiemoue Bakayoko's move to Chelsea and Nemanja Matic's exit from Stamford Bridge to Manchester United are poised to truly kick off the summer transfer window. And it is good news for Antonio Conte, who is set to have one of his prime targets for pretty much all of pre-season. Tiemoue Bakayoko is set to sign for Chelsea next week. Conte could not employ his 3-4-3 method straight away last term because of the late arrivals of David Luiz and Marcos Alonso. But with Bakayoko, who was previously a United target, set to put pen to paper on a £35 million, 5-year deal next week, the 22-year-old will have plenty of time to learn Conte's methods. Likewise, Matic's return to old boss Jose Mourinho would see him slot into a familiar style of play. The Portuguese prides himself on results and cares less about how they are achieved. Tiemoue Bakayoko fact file: Bakayoko, 22, was born in Paris on August 17, 1994. He played for Parisian side Paris 15 Mo when he was just 5. 4 years later, aged 9, he moved to another local team, California Paris Charenton, and then on the Montreal FC 92. He moved to Rennes in 2008 to join their academy when he was just 13. Bakayoko made 24 appearances for Rennes in midfield before being sold to Monaco in 2014 for £7 million. He has played 92 games for Monaco in 3 seasons, giving him 120 first-team appearances in total. Bakayoko earned his first France cap in March after coming on for Adrien Rabiot during a 2-0 defeat to Spain. He was the man who knocked Manchester City out of the Champions League with his header, making it 6-6 on aggregate. He has been described as a less flashy, more defensive version of Paul Pogba. Jose Mourinho and Nemanja Matic are set to be reunited. Nemanja Matic fits the mold of one of Jose Mourinho's players. Nemanja Matic fact file: born in Sabak, Serbia, in August, 1988. He began his career aged 5 at Vrelo, where he was coached by his father, just 500 meters from his house. In 2005 he signed for Serbian club Kolubara, and then moved to Slovakian side Košice in 2007. He spent time on trial at Middlesbrough before Chelsea beat Sunderland and Tottenham to sign him in August 2009 for £1.5 million. After 2 first-team games, Chelsea sent him on loan to Dutch side Vitesse Arnhem. In January 2011 Matic was sold to Benfica along with £21 million in exchange for Brazil defender David Luiz. He flourished at Benfica, was named Portuguese Player of the Year and reached the Europa League final, where they were beaten by Chelsea. In January 2014, Chelsea, under manager Jose Mourinho, signed him back for £21 million, and he made his second Chelsea debut against Man United. He has won 2 Premier League titles in 3 seasons at Chelsea, and last season played 40 games, scoring twice including a stunning strike in the FA Cup semi-final against Tottenham. Matic is a strong tackling defensive midfielder who is tactically disciplined and at 6 feet 4 inches tall is very good in the air. His brother Euros is also a professional footballer, with FC Copenhagen. He is married to childhood sweetheart Alexandra, who he met at school, and they have 2 children. Matic fits the mold of one of Mourinho's belligerent, bulldozing midfielders and will tighten the reins on the often wandering Paul Pogba. Chelsea clearly feel they are secure enough to let a player who has twice won the league for the club and scored a screamer in their FA Cup semi-final win over Spurs depart to a direct rival. It is an unusual and risky move, but one that clearly shows how desperate club bosses are to please Conte. The Italian has been at odds with Blues top brass over summer signings and ditched star striker Diego Costa by text. Antonio Conte dumped Diego Costa by text. But he has reportedly held talks over a new contract, and the fact he is on holiday while business is being conducted shows he has told the club what they must do to keep him happy. Chelsea can be boosted further if their £100 million swoop for Juventus defenders Leonardo Bonucci and Alex Sandro is successful. That could negate the need to bring in Southampton's Virgil van Dijk, whose own move to Liverpool broke down over tapping up claims. Mourinho has substantial funds at his disposal thanks to the Glazer family. Jose Mourinho wanted Eric Dier in the Manchester United midfield. The Man United boss could have missed out on his no-one choice in midfield. But there is no escaping the fact it was Tottenham's Eric Dier and not Matic who was Mourinho's original choice in midfield. Sun Sport told you back in March how Mourinho wanted to kick off a massive summer of spending with landing the £40 million England star. The Europa League winning boss is a huge fan of Dier and has watched him on a number of occasions while also keeping tabs on Monaco's Fabinho. It would be fair to say Dier was Mourinho's first-choice midfield signing, seen as a long-term successor to Michael Carrick. Michael Carrick talks about Sir Alex Ferguson and his time at Man United. But with Spurs setting his price at £50 million and Matic thought to be worth £15 million less, the Serbian looks a shrewd purchase. Although United fans were split. One said, "Please, we don't want Matic in Man United team." Another wrote, "I hope Matic rumors to Man United are not true, that guy is lazy." While Jamie Coote said, United potentially signing Matic. Good replacement for Carrick if it happens in my opinion.